Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Poppy with Poppy's Profits here, coming at you. It is just after the 4th of July weekend here. Just had that extra long weekend. It's Tuesday. We took Monday off. The market was closed, but let's get on into it, guys. I think we got a lot of exciting stuff coming up this month. We're already off to a good start here. We got that news in oil. OPEC has been having a hard time coming to an agreement on increasing their output. If you recall, they decreased their output in order to stabilize prices during the big deflationary event back in March. Ever since then, they just have been kind of slowing down production in order to not oversupply the market while demand was lower. From what I've seen, people are thinking that oil demand is a little lower than expectations. However, I think it's still going to be pretty high. I think we have a lot of infrastructure and stuff like that to be building. And I think OPEC is kind of setting the stage for higher oil prices here. Of course, they are just kind of an oil cartel. They will kind of set the price however they want. They just have to allow the narrative to fit the direction of the price. So Tom Lee, of course, he's a smart guy, fun strat. He's been very on point. Pretty much all of 2020, he's been on point. He's been bullish since the bottom, and he's remained bullish even through the presidential election when there's a lot of volatility. And he's remained bullish all throughout the summer. He set a price target of 4,400 in the S&P earlier in the month, and he actually revised that target to 4,600. I think we've nearly reached it today. Let's take a look at that. Of course, we got Sheeb up. Sheeb, this is kind of weird. I don't know what this is. I think we'll probably just move up from here. We're setting the stage and building at this 0.001, 00001 base level here. It seems like that, and I think we're going to get that Shiba swap news and the Coinbase news, and this thing's just going to go absolutely to Mars. But that's just, had to throw that in there for you guys. Wow, so look at this daily. It dropped, and it just is setting up for a really nice, kind of like a doji thing. I mean, that honestly looks like a pretty good top. That is just on a daily. But nonetheless, let's see. Yeah, we didn't quite make it to 46. Up here would be his revised target, which... sorry, excuse me, guys. But I had to bring me to my next point, which was him. He flipped on these FAANG stocks. So earlier in the month, he went from overweight FAANG to underweight, which that was kind of a strange call. I don't think FAANG stocks were performing that great. I mean, we can take a look here. I don't think they were really that out of control, during this whole period here. Ever since about the beginning of the year, they kind of just chopped you up here. Didn't really do very much. Maybe good buying down here now. It would have been good to buy in this area, which is where he was overweight. I guess so. He was saying he was buying up in here, so I guess that might have made sense. Anyways, he decided to go back. Now he's bullish again. So that is kind of strange because he said he's underweight here in June, and then they pumped, and now he's bullish again. So I think this is kind of just buying into this strength is a bad idea. I think that's really a novice retail thing. I don't really see anyone allocating a lot of money. Maybe something like Apple, I guess, or I don't know. It's really hard to tell with the valuation of these things. Everything seems really overvalued, and Apple certainly did fall a bit back here. Did take quite a tumble. Wasn't that crazy, but wasn't as bad as a lot of them. But yeah, I think this whole year has been, definitely looking back at the last decade, it's been a decade of a bull market. So really buying at this point, it would be buying at the top of a 10-year bull market. But yeah, again, with Tom Lee, it's hard to say with this guy because sometimes he's on point, and then looking back at that chart, it seems as though he went underweight at the beginning of June. Yeah, which would not have been a good call. But anyways, he's bullish FAANG. My whole thesis with this, which I could see happening, is some of the other names having sold off already could potentially just, and it's a little bit of a harder sell, not as much volume on these stocks. You could see those kind of going down, and these FAANG stocks taking the reins for the S&P as they do take a big hold of the S&P. We could see that kind of blow off top that we're all looking for. This is kind of a strange doji hammer thing that we got going on this daily. But if we could look on this weekly, we had that big drawdown to get the week started, and if we just, blew off here and got up to this level, which, would fit the narrative of that FAANG stocks, money transitioning to them for just the grand finale. We'll see how it goes. This thing, Tom Lee thinks that it's just going to kind of continue. He said something I heard on CNBC today. He said, I don't want to say it wrong, but I think he said strong markets and strong, or he said something like that, and I just don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't. If I was in a retirement account and that was what the fund manager told me in order to try to keep me in the market, I don't know if that would do it for me. The strong markets and strong. Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about that one again. But anyways, that's kind of it for the S&P. It's looking pretty bullish, looking like we're gonna get that blow off top that we're looking for. Of course, GME is just getting beat up. I would be definitely buying in at these levels. 200 is a great level to be buying in my opinion. I think it's just patience game with this one. Same with sheep. That's kind of what the famous Warren Buffett quote is: the transition from patient to impatient. A lot of people are just upset and annoyed. It takes too long. They're not anticipating months and months of dedication. But anyone who's been around in the bear market from 2017 in cryptocurrencies, I mean, this stuff is really nothing to you, and you're fully prepared to handle it. Bitcoin, I haven't been paying much attention to Bitcoin, honestly. It's just like so annoying. I would be really annoyed if I was trading it. It's been in a correction mode for a ridiculously long time, longer than it's ever really been in correction. According to Crypto Whale on Twitter, it's been about 80 days in correction, which is the longest in history that it's gone, and it, after having recovered to new highs afterwards. Typically, when it goes over this period of time, it's just setting up for a bear market. Which, once again, I wouldn't be surprised to see just one final exit scam pump to put the nail in the coffin. And how crazy would that be to just see huge wicking action coming off of this resistance level back down kind of into this level, having the actual candlestick itself settle around here maybe with a wick that just settled down from there. That would be really bad. And that would probably be bad for most other cryptos. You probably would see something like that in the event of Shiba Inu doing its big move up. If you see Bitcoin moving up, I think that would probably be the signal that this move up in the cryptos in general is coming to an end. And you may see an initial deflationary pressure on cryptos as they are essentially even more risk on than risk on assets being equities. So we'll see. There's also
okay. At AT&T, everyone gets our best deals on all smartphones.
Stop, please. There's also news of Russia buying $4 billion worth of gold, which again is coinciding with that Basel III regulation coming in. So Russia's buying that gold. They're stockpiling gold. At the same time, they're completely out of dollar assets. So that may be the saving grace here with these cryptocurrencies, is just a weakening dollar. Yeah, but initially I think we'll see dollar strength, and then long-term dollar weakness, which I think that would be the saving grace in terms of this initial deflationary event, which may be scary, but you will probably want to be buying into that pressure, into that price falling, which, you see Bitcoin falling down to here, Ethereum. I would not be buying Ethereum, although, this chart looks a little better than Bitcoin's, I suppose. You come down here, have some buying action, some type of big move up here. I would not be surprised, just from a dollar devaluation standpoint. But at the same time, it's very tricky because there's a potential for there to be dollar strength, and other, because of the interwoven financial systems, other countries could potentially be devaluing their currencies faster than the United States dollar is devalued, all of them racing to the bottom in this type of weird reset scenario. Hopefully not. Hopefully, we just keep going. That'd be great. Oil, again, down on the day. I think that's just a classic fluke. Everyone hears the news, assumes the oil is going to skyrocket from that point, and oil really does this all the time. It's pretty funny. Silver, once again, I don't know why I'm on the 2 hour really. Looks good. Looks good on that monthly. Once again, you could see some downward move down in here, tapping this level and coming back up. But I really do expect mostly just to see upward moves. As we're seeing, there is supply chain disruption. Prices in general seem to just be going up for things that matter. So I don't really see any reason for that to stop because the stock market is going down. While, that does add to the narrative of why cryptocurrencies and stocks would go down, right? Things are getting more expensive. People need to sell things. Emergency comes in. Which brings me to this point. You can feel free to go watch this.
Let's go. We're going to war
Dan
with Putin.
Pena, talking about going to war with Putin. Maybe it's more of a sickness. But he's essentially warning of a black swan event, which is really his rationale is my similar rationale that markets need an excuse to go down, and this market looks about ready. That low volume, not really a reason to be in the market at this point in time, especially with all the supply chain disruptions. There's been, attacks, there was recently the cyber attack, right, with this group. So it's just very volatile, and then there's military pressure. So it's not really reasonable to be exposed to the market. Save the meme stocks, which is where the meme stocks come in. It's just another place to kind of circulate that money before completely calling it quits and moving to a new system. Which we'll see how that goes. We'll see where
Let me break it down. You got your new
customers. That's kind of where we're at moving into this month. Things pretty much going more or less as expected. Have the S&P just making those highs. I honestly, I think I can speak for most people in saying that we just want to see this come down because this is it's just annoying, right? It's just annoying. Waiting for it. We'll see because there's not really a reason for it to come down. It really will take some type of black swan event. But with these cyber attacks happening now on a regular basis, and then hurricanes and whatever, it's definitely a time to be on your toes, and
they get our best deals.
I would not recommend being in the market because they have this type of stuff coming out here. More than 80% of new COVID cases in 4 states, which that could then be basically 80% of new COVID cases in general. You're looking at more lockdowns, all the same things that went before, and now we're dealing with the prolonged supply chain disruption, and they're trying to take away some of that fiscal support on an individual level. So we'll see what happens. We'll see where it takes us. But hopefully we can just get the show on the road here, because I'm bored. I'm bored. I didn't make videos over the weekend. I had a few ideas on what I wanted to do, but frankly, I was just relaxing, spending some time with my puppy and enjoying the 4th. Spent some time with some family. Went on a jet ski, had some fun the other day. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just see if there's anything else you want to look at. Yeah, that Dow Jones was interesting. Once again, with that hammer doji. The Dow Jones, I'm much more bearish than the S&P. So we'll see. It's just interesting, really, to watch the theater take place. But I think as we see those indexes come down, we'll see the other moves that we've been waiting for, that we're more aligned to enjoy. Here's the Dixie chick, making me sick. Yeah, it came up here. Wow, incredible. So what is it going to do from here? I think we have kind of a double bottom formation here, and we might come in, and look at that. That's kind of like a launch pad. We might come in here and come all the way up here, right? Imagine that scenario. And then this little double bottom turns into a double top, and then we kind of see that volatility come in as a crypto and commodity volatility steps in. Maybe some military conflict is coming in here, and then you drop down again as that Dixie chick makes her final descent where everyone wants her to go, right? This is where Mark Carney wants it to go. This is where everyone wants it to go. They want it to just make another move down. Come right in here, right? It doesn't even have to go all the way up here. It could just come here. You could even come right here, right? Right in here. That 110 level. Send some wicks up there. We did here with that volatility. And then some event to bring it down, right? To then bring that relief to those other countries whose currencies are being devalued versus the global reserve standard, the dollar. So that's about it, guys. That's it for Poppy's Playhouse. Poppy's Profits. Hit a like, subscribe, share this video with your friends. This is just trading videos. We're gonna be doing some other videos here, but this is just a well-rounded channel over here at Poppy's Profits. We like to do a little bit of everything, but right now it's summer, it's hot out. I'm not really trying to go outside much. I'm really just in the house looking at these charts, and I want to look at them with you guys. So that's it. I'm gonna be signing off here. I was with Poppy's Profits, and you guys have a great day. God bless.